Wow, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen who are watching us from wherever you are. My name is Jokea, the son of Africa, born to inspire you before I expire. Today, this morning, we are here at Halcyon High School main campus, and I'm here with a brother who is a senior for student. But before he goes for his holidays or vacation, he must talk to the students outside there, parents outside there, and even teachers outside there, all the education stakeholders. And today we are going to have a topic. But before I introduce that topic, allow me introduce my guest. I talk to our people outside there.
Thank you so much, Jofre. My name is Ochi Moses. I'm a senior 4 student of the great Halcyon High School, and this is the main campus, and really great, as I told you, the great Halcyon High School. I may not explain how great it is, but it's really so great that it changes life.
Wow, that is so great. So, guys, today we are going to talk about a simple topic here. You know, many people have lost hope outside there, and there must be reasons, there must be things, there must be factors that has hindered this. If you can explain this and people outside there understand from the student.
Okay. All right. In this world we are living, in the planet as we are living, it is so great that we are the young people who hold the future. The future is not in the old people. The old people are so living, right? Yeah. Now the future is in the young people. And now the young people have to play a greater and a bigger role to see that our generation becomes so great and improving. We are not just young people to take us back where we came from. Uganda is moving forward. And now, this...
What is it? It's okay, as long as sometimes you see me, you see me, like that. Let's continue.
And now, this makes me to say like this. As you're growing as a young man, as you're growing as a young woman, in your mind you should be creating something in your mind that I have to be this kind of a person in future. Now, for instance, we come from different families. We have different backgrounds of families in Uganda. There are families that are high in terms of economics, very rich families. There are medium families, and there are poor families as well. Now, if you come from a poor family, you should not be thinking of your family to remain poor, but you should be thinking of how your family should upgrade from poverty to another level. Wow. And now, if you come from a medium family, you should now be thinking of how your family should be from a medium level to a higher level. It is the pride of our parents to see that we take our families to another level. It is not the pride of our parents to see that we are bringing more poverty than what our parents face. Our parents have faced a lot. And so, by the fact that you are at school, you are not just at school just by nature, but you are at school to see that you take your family, you take your community, you take Uganda to another level. We want to see Uganda develop. And it's through the young people that all this can happen. But then, to our surprise, there are things that hinder the future of young people. The things that hinder the future of young people.
Wow, let's talk about those things that hinder the future of young people.
Now, young people, instead of thinking something that can develop them, something that can drive them to their advantage. Now, they bring their minds so close that they begin to enjoy the mere things that they just see around, yet forgetting that there are greater things ahead of them. As a young man of 18, as a young man of 17, you should be thinking how you want your family to be. Inside you should be, I want to drive a very expensive car. I want to have a big mansion. I want to have this kind of office. That's what it should be in your mind. You should not be thinking of the things that should bring you down. And there are things that can let us down, like early parenthood. It's one of the things that is contributing so highly to the low development of the young people, and it is hindering the lives of young people. Now, when you talk about early parenthood, this has contributed to number one, poverty. Now, I want to talk about poverty because poverty hinders everything around us. When you're poor, you're not even recognized in the society. And sometimes we have got chance to eradicate poverty, but we are not working after it. When you get the chance to come to school, your father brings you to school, your parents bring you to school, you are 95% not poor. But the 5% remaining is looking after you. Poverty is looking after you. You're not looking after poverty, but poverty will be looking after you. Wow. But in your mind, you're 95% rich. As long as you're at school, you're studying, you're 95% rich. Wow. But now, if you start thinking of things that bring you down, then now, instead of poverty to look for you, you're looking for poverty. Now, when you start thinking of early pregnancy, you start thinking of early parenthood, you're running towards poverty. You're like, poverty, you're delaying to come for me.
Let's explain that better. Like, if a student in senior 2 hurries to marry, you become an early parent.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Now, when you become an early parent, imagine senior 2. In senior 2, the only money, there's only small money you can get. It can make you to buy your shirt, it can make you only to buy your trouser, and for you to make money, that can help you to buy a good trouser. Now there are these trousers called bulky, what. Of course, every young man will need it. Yes, it is maybe something like 55,000, so expensive. For you to get that money, it takes you a big time. It takes you more than even a week in some cases, if it's not your parents to provide to you. Now think about now if you get a wife, you have children, your child needs clothes, your wife needs clothes. You also need. But if getting 55,000 takes you 2 weeks, how will you get?
Sometimes a month.
And how will you get the money that can sustain the whole family now? So now you end up becoming a fool of yourself. Because now you're really working hard and you're not gaining. I've seen this in most cases. People run for early parenthood, and you end up going to ask your mother the clothes they use for caring you when you're still young. Those cotton, those woolen things for your children, and it is something that is not good. Yet we have chance to eradicate poverty among us. Now, when we talk about early parenthood, sometimes this has led to a lot of criminal cases, increase in criminal cases. A lot of young men are imprisoned. They take them there, the guy says theft, robbery, It is because you fail to provide to your family, and now a lot of pressure. Imagine a family, you cannot buy even 2 saucepans. You only have 1 saucepan, and you only have 2 plates, but now you want to think of ways of expanding your family, you cannot. You end up mobilizing anything around the community and become a threat to the community. Yeah.
But what pushes young girls to go to early pregnancy and early parenthood?
One of the things that pushes young people to go for early parenthood is lack of guidance and lack of knowledge. Wow. And I want to tell every young man, every young woman, every youth outside there that get this knowledge today so that your future becomes bright. If you lack knowledge, some of us want to try things out. Like, what if I try this? What will happen? You don't know where you're stepping, what it will lead you to. You just want to try things, and that's the act of a young man, trying things out. You don't have knowledge, you don't have concept of what will happen after. So you just want to try things out to mess up. By the time you realize, regrets are for fools.
Automatically. So, what should schools, so what is Halcyon should high school main campus here are doing to reduce that? Because I don't see those cases here.
Wow. As I told you before, that Halcyon is a great school. Now, here in Halcyon, we have parental guidance. Okay. We have parental guidance that the teachers come and talk to you about how your future should be. What things you need for you to reach your destiny. Now, the teachers can come and they talk to us about parenthood. When a teacher comes to class and starts telling you about how to handle families and tells you the responsibilities, now in your mind you start reflecting that, can I even manage right now? Can I even manage right now?
So they tell you the real things how your family is supposed to be.
In Halcyon school, it's not all about chapter, page one. It's sometimes all about life. When we learn more about life, we get exposed to that before even we go. By the time we reach there, we're already prepared. Wow. And that's Halcyon school. Trust me, we have the knowledge. Right now, I know if I mess up right now, everything is already useless for me. Wow. So that's Halcyon.
What is your advice to other schools outside there about career guidance and guidance? You talked about guidance. How should schools guide the youth today so that they'll be able to have that bright future? Because we have always talked about this in many schools. Teachers try to talk about this, but still the same thing is done in very many schools. What steps should schools take to advise the students outside there so that they'll be able to understand, like we are seeing them understanding here in Halcyon?
Now, I think sometimes the schools just take this as something minor. As the whole country of Uganda should be knowing that this is something important. Now, like when you take something, it as something minor that we talk about it maybe once in a term, once in a what. It does not encourage. Start from the root of it. Yes. From senior one, start telling people about it. And I want to encourage the young teacher, the teachers in primary section. Yes. And let's start to build this from the root. From the root. By the time you come to secondary, you already have some concept. Let's start to teach as teachers. Let's start to teach more about life also, not just about education. Because our parents at home, they really do this with us. That's true. So now, like during the end of term assembly, they give money, and this money is not some good money, capital that you can start for your own self. Now, finding you've known how to make yogurt, you know how to make bread, can you even fail to get something out there?
So this money is given purposely for students to go and use it as capital. Not just eating.
Not just eating. We want to see ourselves develop.
Oh, wow.
We want to see development. Some people, not like the use of nowadays, when they see you're trying to do something so important, they create in their mind this one is so backward, you're not a good spender, what. Because you want to do something first, you just want to buy a very expensive shoe, but you after putting on your shoe, of course, you remain the same way you are. I invest in something, I become some great person. Wow. So now, like, not only end of term, just recently released our mock results. But there was money for the best performance. Wow. There was money. And this thing also encourages. When you're in class, you want to strive for, because you know something is coming. Something is coming. So it is actually trying to claim. And I also don't want to forget this, our proprietor, Honorable Helen Adwa. She has a project in Saturday of keeping warm. Something like that.
It's called Black Soldier Fly.
That one. So like Halcyon students freely join. Halcyon students, you invite, you freely join and you get a skill to start your own project. You make money. Wow. That is how we do it here.
Wow. What is your message to other schools outside there and students? Because some students might join schools and having the mindset of only getting Division 1. Wow. But I see now here there is academics, There are projects that can make you become a rich person outside there. How do you want students to adopt this kind of training now?
My only advice to people outside, the students outside, so when we only focus in classwork, then we are depending on the government. Remember, the new curriculum that we are, it states that we are the job creators. Now, when we only focus in class, that we want all to excel highly. Yes, you have excelled highly, but maybe I'll be the one to employ you.
Yes.
I need accountants in my business. I need so and so. So if you really think of becoming someone so great in the future, someone so important, then start investing right now. It's small thing. If you really someone out there and want to be a person who sits in a big office, something like that, start investing right now so that you be an employer, you employ employees who are getting division ones, who are passing so highly. Say, I want an accountant who has got this number of 20 points. Even though you've not got 20 points,
Yes.
maybe you've only got 10 or 5, but like you have that mind, that mind of development.
Wow.
You employ people who are so wiser than you, but of course you're the boss.
Wow. So, simple question here, Otim. A quick one. Business, entrepreneurship, job. Who are you in the next future? In the next 10 years from now?
Maybe I'll just share with you my dream.
Yes.
You, even if I get a job, a good job, trust me, by the age of 50 years in my life, I should be having my own organization for children. And that is my dream ever. I don't care which kind of a job I'll get, any business I'll get, but my dream is to have an organization for the young poor children.
Wow.
And that is my dream in the near future to come.
Wow.
And I really desire it.
Wow. Thank you so much. We shall talk about that next week. We shall be able to, I want you to have that in your notes, that we shall be there next week to talk about that vision of yours and how you want that organization to be and impact people or young people outside there. Thank you so much. Maybe your last word outside there.
My last word to everyone outside there, let's develop the country. Let's not look who is to develop. We are the developers of the country.
Wow.
So that is my last word.
Remember, we are at Halcyon High School, main campus. That's where we have met our team. What team who?
Moses.
Our team Moses, who is one of the proud students of Halcyon High School here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Ermen Joke here, the son of Africa, born to inspire you before I expire. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.